Uh, well, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Downs with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about tonight's SEC football matchup. You had the LSU Tigers losing to the number two ranked Alabama Crimson Tide 20-14 in a just valid effort by the LSU Tigers, as depleted and shorthanded as they were on the road. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. And whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm going to have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Also, man, y'all gonna hear a beeping noise throughout the video. Please disregard that. I apologize for the inconvenience. All right, to all you Alabama fans, I want to let y'all know something sincerely, deep down in the bottom of my heart. I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. Ooh, y'all was so fortunate to get away with this game. After I told y'all in my preview video, LSU is gonna hang tough with Alabama this game. LSU is gonna obliterate this spread. LSU gonna hang tough. Despite all the players I looked at this Alabama team and I'm like, compared to other Alabama teams, this team ain't it, yo. Very, very generational quarterback, really good wide receiver. The rest of the team, is. Like it ain't, it's And that showed tonight, man. But hey, they won the game. They won. I'ma just ask this question though. To people like the Alabama fans that I know for 2 years that been telling me the only reason LSU won in Tuscaloosa 2 years ago is because Tua wasn't healthy. Can I make the excuse this year that we didn't have Keyshawn Butte, arguably the best wide receiver in college football? Can I make the excuse we didn't have Derek Stingley Jr. and Eli Ricks, arguably the best dynamic cornerback duo in college football? Can I make the excuse we didn't have Allie Gay, a really good pass rusher? Andre Anthony, a really good pass rusher? Major Burns, Sage Ryan. Can I make the excuse that we didn't have all of these people out there against your team and we still only lost by 6 points? I'm just asking all the ones, not everybody, because a lot of Bama fans congratulated us, tipped their cap, took their L, but it was a lot of them who made this excuse too. Can I use that excuse for the next year? That's all I'm asking. Because I had no business playing on the field with y'all. And if I had just three of those players, I would have came out victorious tonight. So can I make that excuse? That's all I'm asking. Oh, I can't. Okay, just let me know in the comments. That's all I want to know. But look, man, valid effort by the Tigers, yo. Like I didn't think they would be this close, but I thought they would hang in there. I thought that at least late in the third quarter, Bama fans would be a little nervous, and honestly, they was actually nervous throughout the game. Valid effort, man. The defense, Durante Jones, he did an incredible job. We might have put a blueprint out against Alabama offensively by I know they missed there was their right tackle or center, whoever it was, by blitzing Bama a lot, putting pressure on Bryce Young and forcing him to make quick decisions. And LSU completely stuffed Bama's run game. I think Alabama had 6 yards rushing this game. Which I've mentioned that I didn't think Brian Robinson was as good as previous Bama running backs. But LSU did their thing tonight, man, defensively. Of course, gave up the one big play to Jameson Williams, who that guy is very, very good, extremely talented wide receiver. Gave up one touchdown pass to Mechie. But for the most part, man, LSU held their own defensively, gave up another touchdown on the short field after an interception. But just did they thing, man. The linemen, the secondary, Damone Clark, these guys were just played an incredible football game, yo. Um, Offensively, Davis Price ran hard. Bench made a couple of catches, Thomas. But Max Johnson left a lot to be desired for me tonight, man. I feel like he left a lot of meat on the bone, yo. It was plays where we had guys open, and he either didn't see them or he missed them. And we got to get better quarterback play next year. Whether it's him, whether it's Walker Howard who's coming in next year, or if the new coach goes out and get a transfer or whatever, or whether it's Nussmeier, whoever the quarterback is next year, we got to get better quarterback play next year because LSU has talent all over the roster, young talent, but you got to get. I know Keyshawn Butte isn't there, but you got to make. And I know the guys didn't necessarily win their one-on-one matchups every play, but the plays that they did, you got to hit them. I'm not expecting you to be like a Bryce Young, run around, run scramble, make incredible throws on the run. Just hit people that's open. Like that's all we ask of you is to hit the person that is open. And he didn't do that tonight. This game offensively reminded me so much of the game in what year was it? It was Coach O's first full year when we went to Tuscaloosa and Danny Etling was the quarterback. And it was the same thing where you had guys like DJ Chark beating coverage, getting open, and Danny Etling couldn't hit them. Like he left a lot to be desired that night, whereas he couldn't make those throws. And Max Johnson went through the same thing tonight, man. He didn't get it done throwing the football. And that's the difference in the game, man. Their quarterback had a big fumble, made plays, but at the same time, he made the plays he had to make. And I know it's gonna be a lot of controversy about should we have when we were down 20-14 and we got a break as Max Johnson looked like he fumbled the ball to Alabama, but they gave us the ball back when it's gonna be a lot. You could look at it in hindsight 2020 and say, okay, if LSU kicks the field goal there, it's 20-17. Turn around at the end instead of throwing a Hail Mary basically from the 30-yard line, you got Cade York out there kicking a 47-yard field goal, which for him is very makeable to send the game to overtime. So a lot of people gonna look at that, man, and rightfully so. I get it. I didn't have as big of a problem with that decision because though we were playing great defensively, you don't want to. It's like similar to remember the NFC Championship game when the Packers were down 6 and they kicked the field goal and gave Brady the ball back and he got some first downs. Like you want to try to end the game when you get a chance. So I didn't have a problem with the decision. Actually, Trey Palmer was open and Max threw it too high. Just like, the drive before the last one, he had Jack Bench open and he threw it too high. Like he just did not make the throws that needed to be made to pull off this monumental upset. So that's my biggest issue. But for Bama, man, congrats on the win. But I'm proud of my Tigers. I know people are more of it. Look, in college football, when you had the season we had, when we got the situation we got going on, and you lose at the end, you have a Hail Mary to win the game. I do take this moral victory because what it lets me know is that if LSU gets a competent head coach and gets competent quarterback play, LSU is going to be reckoned with. LSU gonna have to be reckoned with. LSU is gonna be a problem for Bama and for anybody else in this conference. So that gives me hope as far as for the future. But shout out to the team. They gave it all they had. Really, really great, strong effort. But you know, gotta get better quarterback play next season, yo. Regardless of who the quarterback is, if it's like I said, if it's Max Nussmeier, Walker Howard coming in, a transfer, whoever the new coach tabs as the quarterback for the 2022 season, we gotta get better, more confident play. Max has been up and down all year. Like he's had moments when it's like, okay, he looks pretty solid, and then there's moments where he don't look too good. Like you can't take a sack in the fourth quarter on that drive. Like, we have more time there. We could probably get to the 15 and have a much more makeable pass play at the end. You can't take that sack right there. You got to hit people that's open. That's things we just have to do. But once again, valid effort. Congrats on Bama on the win. But hey, for Bama too, Bama gonna have to play better than that because I think we not Georgia. Like Georgia would have won this game. So they're gonna have to play better than that going forward. But shout out to the Tigers on the effort they gave, being as short-handed as they were. But with that being said, yo, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have LSU, NCAA, and content from my other three teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.